Kowareta. I just feel like I need to make this video, just because it seems like, anything I post on, like, Twitter, or even, like, it seems like people just are completely ignoring, some very important key details of, like, just all this Korra drama shit. But yeah, it's 3 in the morning, and I've been working on, remaking Korra, because why the hell not? I mean, might as well. But, yeah. Uh, so, the first thing I want to address is just with technical. He originally said he didn't want it rated because I complained too much, and that I directly, I'm not sure if he exactly said this, but from what his fan base seems to think, is I directly went to Rob Top and spammed him, and just went to all of Rob Top's mods, went to like Shaggy, went to all of them, and just spammed the hell out of them to rate Rob Top, just because Rob Top said, okay, stop yelling at me now. I never messaged Rob Top. I never added him. I never did anything. I never spoke to Rob Top about anything. Sure, I know Wad, I know Crazen, I know a few other people tagged him in like the GD Discord server, and just some other Discord servers. I know they did, but I never did. Like, I never did I never pulled a Boy of the Cones. Like, I keep seeing, like, in, like, comment threads and all this stuff that I pulled a Boy of the Cones and I was directly begging Rob Top to rate my level. When, really, the only complaining I did was I just had a few rants on Twitter. Like, of course, few is an understatement. Of course, I did, like I said, like, I'm up at 3 a.m. I'm usually up at 3 a.m. My mind is insanely, like, lacks sleep. But, like, especially in, especially with or my current and just how my mental state was, all back then, uh, it was really easy for me to get mad when, like, Kowareta was brought up. So that led to me complaining, and, like, the thing that annoys me is all my complaining, it all happened, like, past 12 a.m., where most people were asleep. Of course, people across the country, blah blah blah, they were all awake, but most of those rants only, like, were seen by, like, 10 people, and then, like, maybe a few because technical was involved. Yeah, and that was only one. It was only one that technical was involved or whatever. So, like, the fact that people are saying, like, oh well, see, like, with other extreme demons, like, yeah, the verifier and the creator, they complained about their levels not getting rated, but they didn't directly beg Rob Top. Like, I'm seeing comments like that under, like, these threads about Kowareta, and I never directly spammed or harassed Rob Top to rate Kowareta. And that's what it just seems like. Nobody, like, everyone's just, whenever I say that, everyone's just la 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 la, I can't hear you, you harassed Rob Top, blah blah blah, you spammed him, he said stop yelling at me. I never yelled a single word to Rob Top. um so yeah, basically the whole reason Korra got rated is, um my pretty good friend Farzan. Some of you guys probably know him. I think his channel is around like 2,000 subs. Go sub to him. Yeah. He is a star grinder, and he's like has like 50,000 stars, 60,000. I don't know. I don't keep up with that. but he's friends with Shaggy, and of course Shaggy just got promoted to Elder Mod, and Shaggy and Rob Top's relationship, they're like best buds. Like anything, like someone, I think it was Embed. Anything that Shaggy sends is like an automatic rate. So, as far as message Shaggy about it, posted my video, gave him the level ID. Shaggy was a bit at first kind of like, it's not that good and it's not that interesting. Like he was like kind of like he didn't really want to send it, but after like he was like after a little bit of thinking, he decided to send it in for a star rate. And what do you know? Like 6 hours later, it got rated. And then 5 hours later, got unrated. So yeah, this is completely unscripted. Like I said, it's 3:21 a.m. But I wouldn't be surprised if my like parent or guardian, someone walked in right now. But yeah, I've been trying to handle all this pretty well. I mean, getting death threats from children is always fun. Reminds me of back in the good old days of ninth grade, running an anime iFunny account. Lol that. But yeah, future plans if Kowareta doesn't get re-rated, and like I'm honestly I doubt that it will. Knowing with everything, like Rob Top has just completely just blocked out everything. I feel so. Really, my future plans, as you can see, the video I just uploaded. Look what you made me do. I'm gonna buff the living shit out of Kowareta. I'm going to extend it so that it has a little ending screen, ending art, dedication, stuff like that. So it will be over a minute, even though like a 40-second level got like okay, yeah, backtrack a little bit with the whole entire spamming Rob Top thing. The reason why Rob Top commented now stop yelling at me is because Rob Top rated a 40-second level. 40. That's 9 seconds shorter than Kowareta. He rated that. And then Wad went and spammed Rob Top. If you can rate that level, you can rate Kowareta. I had no part of it. I didn't ask Wad to do that. Wad did that on his own because Wad's my friend. He just wanted to, like, help me out, get Kowareta rated. So Rob Top rated it and said, stop yelling at me now. So, yeah, that's that. But, anyway, see, I've completely lost what I was saying earlier, but, oh, that's right. Yeah, but I'm gonna pretty much just extend it, dedications, extend it to 1 minute or wherever a good ending is, slap some ending art, dedications, all that good stuff, buff the gameplay, change out, I'm gonna be going around asking Nswish, Black MG, Crazen, I feel like I'm for Sedaran, I'm going to be going around asking people who actually have played the gameplay, and but surprisingly enough, like everyone calling the gameplay like super bad and super cancer. Surprisingly enough, like almost all those people that I just listed that beat the level actually enjoyed the gameplay quite much. It's just kind of hard when you're dying at 80 plus like every like 10 attempts once you get super consistent, because Kowareta is a level you can get consistent at. Like back when I was verifying it, I did 55 to 100 like super ultra buffed invisible, like no problem, because I was consistent with it and I found it fun. And I'm sure like everyone else kind of like had it the same way. But yeah, I'm gonna be buffing it and asking around what parts do you want, like would they want, like, I'm gonna buff it, but I'm also gonna balance it. Like, it's gonna be around the same difficulty, probably a little bit harder, but like I want it to be like where I want it to be where there's no parts that like are just complete bullshit. Like parts that like you get to and you die for no reason, or you get to and you do all the right clicks but you still die. Like I don't want any of that. I already with like the swing copter at 61, I think. Yeah, swing copter at 61. Sometimes entering it, it just kills you automatically. Completely fixed, removed already, done. Um, let's see what else. The thing is from like 82. Sometimes you use the pink orb. Sometimes it gets clicked when you're still on the ship, so that you can't click it in the cube and you just die immediately. Fixed. Like I'm going around through the whole entire level, fixing these little things that, like, just these things that you die at and it feels you like you're mad because you shouldn't have died. I'm going around trying to make it the best I can. I'm doing everything I can to just make my level accepted. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah. As far as Deco goes, Minaxa and N level are back at it again. As you know, definitely, Minaxa has definitely improved a lot. Uh, his decoration from Korra to Shibareta, which Shibareta is pretty much dead. I don't really have any plans to finish that. I might just like give it away to maybe someone who wants to finish it, but Shibareta is pretty much dead. But his part in Shibareta is like super good. Like, and everyone agrees. It's not like people who look at Minak's part in Korra, it's like, it looks kind of bland, whatever. But his part in Shibareta, he's like kind of going for the same style for his redecoration. So, yeah, that's that. And then N level, of course, has definitely improved since, like, this level was decorated a year ago. Like, it kind of blows my mind on how old this level is now. Like, it's like I started it like a year and a half ago. So yeah, this deco is extremely outdated. So trying to compare uh, like of course there were levels back then that were like super amazing and so much better, but like comparing like the decoration to like now standards, it's really ridiculous. Um, so yeah, Minaxa will be redecorating their part, and they'll be redecorating his part, and I will attempt to redecorate my part, but I'm gonna try to get, like, this time, try to get help from creators and possibly split my part into two, since it is a whole 50 or 40, like, N-level Maniac's part, they split 55%. Like, it's like 23-23, or whatever, 22-22, something like that. They split it evenly, while I decorate an entire 45% of the level. So I'm tempted to find another creator to do the other half, but um, really, it's whatever. Um, if I can start getting a groove on decorating and getting approval from creators like Jakob Nugget, is that's like his the style I go for is like super close to him, but yeah, like Jakob, Surtrax, I'm trying to just name like creators off the top of my head that I'm good friends with, but all of those people, like, just and just the community in general. I'll be posting updates on my decoration and on everything, and on N level and Axis decoration, which I'm sure they'll be posting their own updates as well. But yeah, If it does get re-rated though, we'll probably just like leave it like that. Because of course we originally intended to redecorate it, but I kind of faded away from the game, and Level kind of faded away from the game. Minaxa started redecorating, and I did too, but it just kind of all got thrown away because we were all kind of inactive. But this time, with all the new upbringing of all the drama and stuff, we decided we're gonna go through with it this time. So hopefully we can, yeah, hopefully we can get Kowareta right this time. I feel like it was right the first time, other than semi my part. I look at my part and I do, in fact, like cringe at it, just how bad it is. I agree that my part is complete dog shit. I like Minak's part, I like Enlil's part, but yeah, my part, I just don't fucking like. So yeah, hopefully, everything goes well, and, just hopefully this whole entire drama just hopefully, like, quickly passes by, but it seems like it just gets worse and worse and worse. I'm holding up pretty well, but, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, constantly being reminded by it is tormenting. Because, like I said, I think, yeah, it was the celebration stream I had right after I got raided. As I said, when I opened Pointer Crate, ever since I pretty much started getting into playing Insane Demons like Effot and Lunatic Doom Machine, of course back then they were still considered insane. I don't know what they're considered now, but yeah, Brandon Larkin beat Effot, and I got inspired to beat Effot because I was like, whoa, it's super short, I think I can do it. And after a bit of grinding, I did it. I then beat Effot Fexty, or Nerfed Fexty, the one Optharo uploaded, and then Lunatic Doom Machine, which then spiraled to me creating Renkai, and then Kowareta. But all of that started my main, like, what I want to do before I quit this game, before I move on. My biggest goal was to get a rated level in the top 50, which that, of course, I originally wanted top 50, but that kind of changed when I got 144 hertz and I started beating things like Bloodbaths, Carnage Mode, Athanatus, and then PPF. I think I beat Carnage Mode and Athanatus after PPF actually, but when I beat my first top 10, actually no, PPF was number 1 when I beat it. But after I beat the number 1 demon in the game at that time, I was like, alright, well, getting a level on the list isn't enough anymore. I want a level harder, a new hardest level beaten for me, and I want it on the list. So I made that my goal when I was starting to make Korra, or Gumi, as I started with in Pradchel and Korra. But yeah, that was my biggest goal, and seeing it rated and then seeing it on Pointer Crate at number 6, like, it was a dream come true for this game. And then waking up at 8:30 this morning, ready to get on my day, I was gonna actually get shit done. I just had it torn out of me, just stripped away. So yeah, I, of course, I don't know, well, this morning, I don't know if you saw my post this morning, but I kind of tried to laugh it off, but at the same time, I broke down. Freaking little brother walked in on me crying. But, yeah. I'm gonna end this video before, like, my mom walks in and, like, completely ruins everything, and I, like, don't have time to upload it. But, yeah. Well, if, you watched through this whole entire thing, comment, skedaddly do boppy. Skedaddly do boppy. Got it? Perfect. Thank you for watching this entire explanation of Kowareta drama. I probably missed a ton of stuff that people are probably like, but what about this? And, I'm tired. A lot has happened in just one day. I can't wrap my head around everything. Literally in 2 hours, it'll be 24 hours since it got unrated. So yeah.